Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. I told you I would make a jello today, and I'm going to do just that. I'm going to put this down so you can see my pot on the stove. I'm going to make some jello. It's vegan jello. It's better to make it yourself than to... There's my sweetie, and there's Erlene. It's better to make it yourself than to buy it in the store. Now, I have not made grape jello, and I'm going to stick... I sliced up an orange, and I'm going to stick an orange inside of it, so I think that's going to be good. Okay, first of all, it takes... three-fourths of a teaspoon of agar powder, because I'm using powder. If you use the flakes, it takes more. So I'm going to put this in here. Oh no, that's my sugar. Excuse me. I don't want to put that in there. That's I didn't measure out that's the sugar. I don't want to measure. I'm glad I caught that. Okay, here's the agar powder. Put that in here. And I'm going to put the sugar in last. I don't know why I started to do that, and oh, that didn't hurt anything. Okay, now, and it says 1 cup of grape juice, which I have right here, or you can use any juice you want. I bought the 100% grape juice, no sugar added. And I'm going to put this on, let's see, I think I'm going to put it on here. And let's see, 1 cup of water, which I'm going to put in here right now. Thank you for sharing this out. And also 1/4 cup of white sugar. Here's my sugar. And you know I use cane sugar. I don't use white sugar. Use this. So I'm going to go ahead and this is all going to be stirred together. It has to come to a boil. Take this down a little bit more so you can see. Bring to a boil, stirring regularly, and I got to allow it to boil for 2 minutes. I will not time it until it starts boiling. So how's everybody's day going so far? We are going to be 96 degrees today, 97 tomorrow. So I'm trying to stay as cool as I possibly can. But, hi, Nikki, good to see you. Let me go ahead while that's cooking and share this out real quick. Ask for a share. Then I'm going to go ahead and share it out. It's kind of hard when it's lopsided like this, but I can do it, I think. Okay, share it out. All right. I didn't see what your comment was. I'll have to see it when I get done. I cannot see your comment right now. I'm trying to share this out. So I'll come back and look at your comments when I'm done here. Somebody's comment popped up. Okay, what was your comment? Oh, it's okay. That's okay. Your company comes first, so that's okay. You can always watch the replay. I'm not upset with you one bit. So, but thank you for sharing this out and inviting your followers. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you. I'm going to bring, as soon as this comes to a boil, I might bring this up, put this up a little high to get it to boil, and then I'll turn it down. See, I'm going to stir it right now. I'll go keep on stirring because I don't want that sugar to lump up. Putting it on high to get it started because it takes a little time to boil. And once it starts boiling, then I'll continue to stir it. I think I can just let it go right now until it stirs. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you, Tammy. Good to see you. This is a grape jello because I bought some 100% grape juice, and I'm going to put this orange in there. I cut that up just before I came on. I'm going to put that in there. And that's basically all there is to it. And I'll sit it up here if anybody wants to know the recipe. This jello is geared for any fruit juice that you want to use, whether it's cherry, strawberry, green apple, or even if you want to put green food coloring in. Because the recipe was use red and green jello. I said, well, I'm going to rather use grape jello. I like grape juice. So, and this, like I said, it's 100% Welch's grape juice, no sugar added. So that's why I put sugar in here. You want the 100%. It has to say 100% on it. You don't want anything that's not 100%. It'll work a lot better. as soon as I'm going to put this up a little bit, and as soon as it boils, then I can let you see what it's doing. We're, like I said, we're going to be quite hot today. We're going to be really smoldering. We're getting close to 100 degrees. Now that's getting just a little bit too hot, but I'm staying inside. I'm not going outside for anything. I've already watered my grass. I went and turned my oscillating sprinkler on this morning when I got home from walking the dogs. So I let it run for a few hours. And so I'm not going to do that anymore today. I need to go out in the backyard and work some weeds, but this is just too hot for that, so I'm just going to leave that go. But what's everybody else's weather doing, and what are you going to have for supper? Because are you as hot as I am here? Oh my goodness. I hope not. I hate this heat. I really do. I just don't care for it. It's just way too hot for me. But I have to deal with it because, you know, it is what it is. You know something? I forgot to put my apron on. This is clean clothes. Let me go get an apron on. I just now noticed that. I just got these clothes out of the drawer. So I don't want to get them dirty, so I better put my apron on. I hope you're not as hot as I am. And if you are, stay in. Don't let the heat get to you. The 80s, yeah, that's warm enough. Boy, when it gets in the 90s, like this is here, oh my goodness. Ooh, my sweetie's having homemade barbecue chicken pizza. That sounds good, dear. That sounds really good. So my daughter, that's what she's having. A lot of people are having leftovers. I don't expect Alexis to be in here because she's probably heading for her thing for her Weight Watchers. I think that goes for a couple hours, so she won't be in here. But we can all, you know, remember her anyway, you know, and see how her Weight Watchers go. She'll let everybody know in the morning. I watched her replay today. And I've made some ice cream. I'm going to make some more ice cream when I get off of here because I've got bananas frozen up. I love the chocolate ice cream for some reason. It makes real good ice cream. I got the recipe for it. Make it in my food processor, and I can eat it right away because it's cold. It's hot enough to eat it right away because I don't want to freeze it up because it's just me. So, this is getting closer. It wants to boil. So, I can put this down because as you can see, it's getting close to starting to boil. Not yet, but it's getting close. As soon as it starts boiling, then I'll time it. This is going to be a good jello. And like I said, this is my stoneware. This is what I got from Pampered Chef. I'm going to put it in here. Probably got to fill it up. Put it in there, and I'm going to add this orange to it. It's one whole orange. Now this bowl, I used it for my lunch for my soup, but I rinsed it out. It has to be washed. So I made that soup that I made on Friday. I made that again today in the quick cooker. I was so hungry for it. The vegetable noodle soup that I made on Friday, I made it again today for lunch. And I didn't have to rush to make it because I wasn't coming in here to show how to make it. So I got it done and I ate it and everything. It was so good. You get one bowl full, you know, and it's so good. And I thought, well, I'll come in here and make a jello because you shouldn't be buying the jellos in. Hi, good to see you, Paul. You should not be buying the jello in the stores. You buy the jello in the stores, it's got the wrong stuff in it. It's got pig stuff in it. You don't want that stuff. You need to make your own jello where you know what's in it. Don't buy it in the store. I used to eat it all the time from the store. I won't do it that way anymore. I will not. Because it's not good for you. Not at all. You have to be very, very careful. It's best to make your own foods, if at all possible. I'm going to turn this fan off, I think, until this boils and gets going real good. So hopefully I'll be okay. Let it get boiling, and then I take it off. Then I'll put my fan back on because it just blows everything all around. But I'm gonna get this boiling real quick, and then I'm gonna set it for 2 minutes. Just boil it for 2 minutes, then put it in my stoneware dish, and add this fruit, add this orange, and that's good to go. And I'll have it for tomorrow. It's a snack. I consider it a snack. It has to be. It has to set up in the refrigerator. Hi, Ann. Good to see you. Welcome. I'm doing my jello on the stove right now. It's a lot better making your own than buying it in the store, let me tell you. Don't buy it in the store because what it's got, that gelatin, you know what it's got? It's got pig stuff in it. A Mediterranean restaurant? I've never been at a Mediterranean restaurant, Earlene. I never have. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my timer because this is boiling. I've never been to a Mediterranean. What kind of food do they serve there? Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I'm going to turn this down a little bit now that it's boiling. Turn it down a little. There we go. It'll just continue to boil, but I can just turn it down. I've never really been to a Mediterranean restaurant at all. I suppose it's probably totally different. I know my son went over to Israel last year in December. He said their food is a lot different than ours. But he said it's a lot healthier than what we eat here. A lot healthier. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Erlene, I understand. Yeah, people will think you're crazy. But at least you can hear me, and I'm glad. You know what you could do, Erlene? You can have the volume up as high as you want, and you can actually have little earplugs in your ears. That's what I do when I go to Walmart. If somebody calls me on the phone, I just put my earplugs in. Or if somebody comes on Periscope and I want to watch Periscope when I'm in Walmart, I just put my earplugs in, and I can watch it, and it doesn't interfere with anybody. They don't hear what's going on or nothing, you know, and I can hear completely. So you can think about that. Get some earplugs. You should have gotten some earplugs with your phone, and just stick them in there where you charge it up and put them in your ears, you know, and it goes from your phone into your ears. It works really, really well. I've done it. It quiets everything down, you know. Nobody can hear it but you. So that's good too. I can understand you don't want it loud in the restaurant. I can understand that. Okay, got a little more than 20 seconds to go. So I've been stirring this, and it's been boiling, as you can see, still boiling, and I'm stirring it, and the sugar is not lumpy. You don't see any lumps in here at all. Won't see any lumps. I think this stoneware should be big enough. It might fill it all the way up, but that's all right because I love Jello anyway. Stoneware we know is good. Alexis uses it in her. Okay, I'm going to put this up now. I'm going to turn this off. All right. Now you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now I'm going to put this in my container. I'd rather put it in here than a glass container. A glass container might shatter. This won't. It fills it right up, as you can see. And I'm going to I'll just use this to put this in here, and I'll do it this way so it doesn't splatter up on me and get me, burnt, because it's going to be hot. I'd rather do this than use my fingers. Although my fingers are clean, but I would rather do it this way. Like I said, I just took I think it's a navel orange, and I just took a navel orange. They're pretty good size oranges, but after you take the peeling off, they don't seem to be quite as big anymore. And I just peeled it and decided to put that in here while there. Now, what do you guys think? I'm going to pull it back this way so you can see. There you go. I'm going to have to let it cool here on the counter before I put it in the refrigerator. That is full. That really fills her up, doesn't it? There's the Jello. And once it's set up, it looks real good. This is simple to make. It's better to make it yourself than to buy it in the store. Let me go ahead and put this back on. Better to make it yourself than buy it in the store. At least I don't have the pig stuff in it. I've got agar in there. Got your cane sugar. I got water. I've got the oranges. And there's not much to it. It's a real you just have to put it in the refrigerator. I don't think it really says. Let me see. It just says to put it in the refrigerator to set. Usually, I don't think it takes all that long. Maybe it could be set in an hour or so. I don't think it takes that long. You just have to put it in the refrigerator to let it set up. I'm going to be real careful when I go. I'm not going to put this in the refrigerator until I get off the Periscope here. But I have to be real careful so I don't, because I want it cooling down. I want it to cool down a little bit before I put it in the refrigerator. Otherwise, it'll get all over the place. I think I gotta go let my dog out. Just a minute. Go on. He's not sure he wants to go out. It's hot up there. Anyway, it doesn't take I don't think it takes all that long to set. It'd be set up long before overnight. Before I go to bed, it'll be set up. I think usually the last time I made it seemed something like an hour or something, possibly. Not much longer than that, I don't think. But it sets up just like regular Jello. Oh, that's good, Erlene. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That makes a lot of sense. See, I'm going to have to do that. Put it on a, yeah, you're right, because it could easily spill. I'll stick it on a plate in the refrigerator. You're right. I'm going to do that. That makes sense, because it's not, he's probably going to spill trying to get it in there. But you're right. I could put it into a bowl, too. You know, set it into a bowl like this, and just set the bowl in here, and it'll just get into the bowl. But this is a lot simpler to make than buying it in the store. Hi, good to see you. Oh, hi, Crystal. Good to see you. Good to see everybody that's just coming in. This is my grape jello, and I took an orange that I had. I think they're navel oranges, and I just peeled it, and I decided to put it in here and make it a little bit better than just having the plain jello. You know, fruit cocktail would work too, but though you buy those cans of fruit cocktail, they've got the high fructose corn syrup in there. That's not good. You don't want high fructose corn syrup, so you got to be careful of that. So you make it yourself. You don't have to worry about the corn syrup. That's another thing. Be very careful of the high fructose corn syrup. Don't buy anything with high fructose corn syrup. Of course, most of the stuff in the store, the sweet stuff, it's all got it in it. You know, you can't get away from it. I don't know why they put it in there, but they do. I try to avoid it. It's even in some of the other products that out there that's not even sweet. I've noticed that. I kept thinking, why do they put fructose corn syrup in this stuff? You know, it's just not good. My daughter's trying to avoid high fructose corn syrup too. You just have to be so diligent, like I said yesterday. You have to look at your ingredients. Check the ingredients on anything that you buy to make sure it doesn't have the corn syrup in it, it doesn't have carrageenan in it, propylene glycol, some of those chemicals that you don't know what the components are. Now those we know what those are. Carrageenan is not healthy, neither is propylene glycol, and high fructose corn syrup, that's out too. You can, you know, people, they make donuts in the deli department, you know, and what do they make? They put high fructose corn syrup in those donuts. What she say? I didn't see what your thing. Oh, really? Yeah, I figured as much, sweetie. You're right. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Wow. Isn't that something? That's how they make it. Wow. Let me pull this up a little bit. That is something. Wow. I didn't know that. I know that's got gelatin and stuff in it, but so you know it's from the animal product. All I know is Jello's from an animal product. You don't want to eat it in the store. I ate it growing up as a child. I did not know that it wasn't good for me. I was never told. But once I found out, I stopped eating the Jello. Now, when I got married, my husband all the time, he loved Jello. We ate a lot of it. We put fruit and stuff in it. The kids loved it, and you know, we all four of us loved it. But now that I've got this Jello recipe, I can make it myself. I'm never going to buy Jello again. Make it yourself, and you know what you have. You know, it's very simple. 4 ingredients. You can't go wrong. Your fruit juice, your water, your agar, and I can't remember what the other one was. What was the other one? And your sugar. Yeah, your cane sugar. That's all. 4 ingredients. You can't go wrong. You know, I love making stuff that's simple. I think 5 ingredients or less on anything is ideal. You know, if you can find ingredients with less than 5, if you can find something with less than 5 ingredients, you've got it made. What is agar? Agar, it's a thickening agent. It makes your Jello thicken up. It's a powder. I can show it to you. I just put it back, but this is what it is. I got it at, it's pure natural. I got it at Amazon. That's what it is. It's very good stuff. But you have to work fast with this because it really thickens up fast. You know what I might do? I'm going to rinse this out real good. Actually, I think I've got another one. I've got a clean one here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to transfer this Jello into this. It's really a soup bowl, but I think I'm going to transfer it into this. It'll be a lot easier for me to handle it later on because I'm not going to be able to get it in the refrigerator the way it is. Whoa. I don't know how I'm going to get it so I can pick it up and transfer it. It's not going to be easy, but I will try without getting burnt. Well, I have to try something here without getting burnt. It's something a little bit spilled out, but it's not been that much. Let me wish me luck. There we go. That looks better. There we go. Now, that's much better. Don't have to worry about it spilling over. This is a soup bowl, but it works fine for this. I thought the stoneware was big enough, but apparently it's not quite big enough. But this works ideal. I mean, soup. When in doubt, get a soup bowl and use it. That way, I won't have to worry about when I put it in the refrigerator it's spilling over. There you go. So, like I said, make your own products. Don't buy anything in the store if you can make it yourself. That's why Alexis comes on and makes things herself. That's oranges. I took an orange and I cut it up. A navel orange. I can bring it a little closer. You can see that it's a navel orange. I cut an orange up into small pieces. I peeled it and cut it into pieces and put it up there. I wanted to make it a little more fancier than just have Jello, plain Jello. I like fruit in my Jello. I always have. Hi, Nola girl. Good to see you. You can put probably cherries, strawberries. You guys can put, if you want to make this and then you want to put different fruits, you could put peaches in here too. You can put like cherries, strawberries, any kind of berries you want in. You can put myriads of fruit in here. You can put mixed fruit in here if you want to. I just happen to have some oranges, which I love oranges, and I thought, well, just peel one and cut it up and put it in here. And that'll make the Jello look a lot better. It's got a little more flavor to it that way. I'm eating two things. You know, I'm eating healthy Jello and I'm eating an orange at the same time. This will be for my breakfast in the morning. Oh, I did have some of that pudding this morning. The coconut pudding. Oh, it was so good. I didn't eat very much this morning though, but it is awesome. An awesome flavor. So I had a little bit of that this morning for breakfast along with some toast, and it was so good. And now I'm going to have this Jello tomorrow because you can use this as a snack too. This is a healthy snack actually. Instead of picking up like a candy bar or maybe potato chips or something like that for a snack, which I think we all are guilty of that. Make yourself some Jello, get it set up in the refrigerator, and eat this as a snack. It's a healthy snack. Or get yourself a banana or an orange, a peach, even veggies, whatever, are healthier than eating potato chips, pretzels, and all that. You know, of course, I still like that stuff, and I do eat it, but I try to eat it sparingly. But this makes a good, healthy snack. You're hungry, you want something to eat, just grab yourself some Jello. Simple to eat. Now, the agar, you're not going to find it unless you get it through Amazon. That's probably the only place you're going to be able to get it, because that's where I got for me. Because no stores have it. Walmart doesn't have it, or any stores have it that I know of. Kroger's doesn't have it. So I happened to hear about it quite a while ago. Other people were making things with agar. I saw it on YouTube, and I'm thinking, well, what is this agar? So I started checking it out, and I realized I could get it from Amazon. So then I bought a couple of packages of it from Amazon. It lasts a long time because you use very little of it, about a teaspoon at a time, even less than that. So it doesn't take much. But without it, this would not set up because it helps it to set up. I would say it's a thickening agent. That's what it is. It's similar like to your tapioca flour and stuff like that. You know, it helps thicken stuff up. This helps your Jello to set up. Without it, it would not set up. You have to have it. And there's so many things out there that call for agar. Well, I've got the agar to use to make the different things. I wanted to make this today. I have made. Hi Sharon, good to see you. I have made Jello in here, but I didn't put any fruit in it before. I decided to make some grape Jello, Sharon, and I put some peach or put an orange in it. If in case you wonder what that is in there, that's an orange. I had it in a smaller bowl in my stoneware bowl, but it didn't fit, so I had to transfer it. Oh, they use it on the Food Network? Awesome. See, my daughter, she watches Food Network. Well, I don't have TV, so I don't watch that. And I never did when I had TV. But I guess you can learn a lot from Food Network. So, you want to make your own Jello if you love Jello. And I don't see who wouldn't love Jello. If you like strawberry, or you like peach, or you like orange, just get yourself some juice, 100% juice. You can get a mixture of apple cranberry juice and have apple cranberry Jello. Whatever juice you can find, whatever juice you like. I just like the 100% grape juice and made some grape Jello. It's actually very pretty. It's going to be good tasting. I know I'm going to love it. It's very good and healthy. I like anything that's healthy. I don't like things that are not healthy, you know. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Here's my grape jello with the oranges. I peeled an orange and I sliced it up and put it in here. Put it in small slices and put it in here. I wanted to make it a little better than just plain. Yeah, you can take other fruits and put in here too. You can take berries and put in here. Blueberries could be nice in here as well. Whatever you want to put into it. I just wanted to put some oranges in there because I like oranges, you know, and I thought that would give it a good flavor. Because I like eating jello with fruit in it. I always have. I've never eaten jello without fruit in it. To me, it's okay, but the fruit tops it off and makes it taste so much better. So that's why I do that. But this is awesome. This is really good stuff. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It certainly is. And like I said, if you're hungry for something sweet, you don't have to grab a candy bar. Just go in your refrigerator and eat some of your jello. It makes a very good snack. It's very healthy. One that you can make over and over. I like the grape, so I'm going to make a lot of grape jello. I'm going to make it on here once, but I'm going to make it other times. So when this is gone, I'll make it again because it's simple to make. 4 ingredients. It's all it takes. And if people don't know what agar is, I'll get this out and show you. This is what the agar is. I got it through Amazon. This is what you use to set it up with. Without this, your jello will not set up. This is a thickening agent. It's vegetable gelatin is what it is. It's a vegetable gelatin. There's no animal products in it whatsoever. And this comes from Living Gin. I think it's Japan. I think it's a company in Japan. But anyway, this comes from a plant. It's a special plant, agar. And I didn't know anything about it till just recently. But it's good stuff, let me tell you. It's real good stuff. I've had it for a while. I keep it in my cupboard, and I use it when I need it. Because there's a lot of things you use agar for. You know, I use it for gravy. Well, you can use tapioca flour too, but stuff that you want to thicken up, or whatever you need to use it for, just put it in there. So I hope people will try this jello and tell me how you like it. I can't really eat this right now because it's not set up, because it has to set up in the refrigerator. But the reason it's in this bowl is because it wouldn't fit in my other bowl. I put it in my stoneware bowl and it about run over. So I thought, well, I'll put it in my soup bowl and put it in the refrigerator. It's good enough. It didn't fill it up, but that's okay. It won't spill over anyway. But you got to learn how to make your own foods. It's much better to make your own foods. Homemade is much better than what you buy in the store, by far. That's why I do this. I come in here and do this because I love making things that you can learn how to make yourself. And I'm so happy that Vanita messaged me yesterday after my Periscope, and she wanted the recipe for the cookies. Since I didn't post them up on YouTube, or I didn't put them on Facebook because I had forgot the one ingredient, I gave her the recipe, but I intend to make those again and post them on Facebook the next time. Post it up there just the way it's supposed to be made. Because if I put the carob powder in it, it would look more chocolate than they did. They're still good though. They're almost gone. I had 2 this morning, but I'll make some more again. Well, one of these mornings, I'm going to make it before it gets real hot outside. Make it in the morning when my oven, it was nice. It's 63 this morning, and now we're 96 today. Going to be 97 tomorrow. They don't encourage any elderly to get out at all. Yeah, right. You're right. It does. It dissolves very, very well. However, you do have to work fast with it, though, because it can set up really, really fast. So I made something a while back, and it started setting up before I got it out of the pan. It does. It sets up so fast. So you have to work really fast with it. You can't piddle around. You got to get working with it. But you're right. It does dissolve great. And it's a nice product. If you can't find it at Whole Foods, I'm not sure. They may have it. Trader Joe's may have it. I don't know. Since I don't shop there, we have the stores in my area, but I just don't shop there. I prefer to shop online. You know why? I don't have to get in my car and go down the road to go to the store. I can find anything I want on Amazon. So that's what I do. You know, of course I got to pay for shipping, but since I'm an Amazon Prime member, I get free shipping, so that does help. I just have to pay for the whatever they're offering, you know. But it's a lot easier for me just to sit in my chair, an easy chair, and find something, go through eBay and Amazon that way and buy something, as to get out and buy it. That's what I do. I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon, an awful lot. I'm constantly buying. I'm getting stuff from Amazon maybe once a month at least. Stuff that I use a lot of, like the carob powder, the vanilla, the carob chips, and now the agar. I won't buy that for a while. But things that I really run out of that I need, I get through Amazon. Of course, they have other stuff too. I mean, Amazon is like a warehouse. They have everything that you could buy in a store, any store. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff. I bought my knitting loom my S loom that I make the Afghan on. I bought that through Amazon. So it's simple. It's real easy. Just buy stuff from Amazon. First time ready. All right. Awesome. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I made the soup that I made on Friday, the vegetable noodle soup. I made that again today. I was so hungry for it because it turned out so well on Friday. So I made that in my quick cooker today. I have to wash the pot out yet. I haven't washed it out yet, but I made it before I came in here. I had my lunch, wanted that soup, because I feel you can have soup any time of the year, and it's enough that I can fill up one bowl. That's all I need. Yes, I can. I have before. It's been a long time ago, but yes, I can. I can do a demonstration, and I could probably do it out here as well as in on the easy chair, because people could see it a lot easier, because I could put it on the counter or not, But I'd rather sit on my easy chair and set my tripod up and try to do the best I can. Yeah, I can do a demonstration for you. I've also shown what I've made for the homeless. I make hats and scarves for the homeless. I knit the hats and I crochet scarves. My daughter's doing the same thing. She inspired me. She started doing it, so then I started doing it. And got a place we send them to in North Carolina. She has to give me the address to send them yet. But I did send some to Shabar before he even moved to where he's at now. I sent some to him, and he handed them out, and he said they were very appreciative of them. You're welcome. But yeah, I figured that might be something people might be interested in too. But I mainly do cooking scopes. But if people want to see stuff on crocheting or knitting, I'll be more than happy to. Because maybe that's something else that people would want to learn how to do. Because it's a good craft. I've been working on the Afghan little by little. Not today so much. When it gets hot like this, I don't work with yarn as much because it sticks to my fingers and it's too itchy to work with. So I kind of wait till it cools down. Now today until tomorrow it's going to be very hot. 96 today, 97 tomorrow, and then Thursday it's supposed to cool down back into the 80s, and then we're going to get cool at night, about 50 at night, and then it's going to get back down in the 70s again. So it's going to be 2 days of hot, but that's probably just the start. We could probably got other hot days coming, but at least only those two for this week. As far as I'm concerned, that should be the only two all summer. Go back into the 70s and 80s, and I'm happy. I can deal with it, but this kind of heat is awful. But they encourage elderly people not to go out, not to get out in it at all. So I don't get outside in this stuff. I don't do anything. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad I could do it. That's why I do these, because if it's going to inspire somebody and it's going to help just one person, I think I've accomplished what I set out to do. It's the same with this. If I can inspire one person to make these recipes and eat a little healthier, I've done my part. Although I'm not going to tell anybody they can't have meat, you can't have whatever you want, what you normally eat. I'm not here to tell people to become vegan, because that's not me. I do it because it's healthy for me. But people have actually become vegan by watching my scopes and practicing what I do and making these things that I've been making. They're starting to make them too, and they're finding that it's a lot healthier to go that route. So I'm thankful for that. I'm happy for everybody that decides to do this on their own, because I'm not going to force anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. That's not me. I would never do that. Let me see if my dog comes in so I can shut the door. I don't see him out there, so if he's out there, he'll have to stand at the door and wait for me. But anyway, if I can inspire just one person, I feel I've accomplished what I set out to do. Oh, wonderful. You know, that's a start. A little bit here and a little bit there is how you learn. A lot of the recipes I have been doing, this one included, are all found on Pinterest. Pinterest is a great place to find a lot of vegan recipes and recipes that are not vegan as well, because my daughter finds them there all the time. But Pinterest is a good place to find a lot of things to make. You'd be surprised what you can find on there. The pudding I made yesterday was absolutely divine. Those that were not in here yesterday, and you want to see what the pudding looked like set up, I could show it to you what it looks like now. There, I ate some out of it this morning, but see what it looks like set up? This is awesome. This is really good. It's very, very good. I'm really liking it. Yes, and it tastes good. I posted it up on my vegan Facebook page yesterday. The recipe's up there with the picture. So just go in there and try it. It only has very few ingredients in it. Coconut milk. It's got coconut milk in it, and coconut sweet coconut flakes, which makes it ideal too. Plus your chia seeds. It's awesome. Chia seeds are real healthy. I get my chia seeds at Walmart. I love anything chia. I like to make it. And you can put chia seeds in smoothies too. Make yourself a smoothie and put chia seeds in it. Some people put spinach in. Now I have before. I've made smoothies with spinach. Take a handful of spinach and put in it. It's okay. Your spinach turns your smoothie an odd color. Let me tell you. But I most mainly when I make smoothies, I make fruit smoothies. I'll put spinach in it once in a while. But this recipe that I just made Friday, that I made again today, calls for spinach at the end. It calls for 4 handfuls of spinach, but I only put 1 big handful in it. And you put the spinach in there and it wilts up right away, but it was so good. It was a vegetable noodle soup. So if you haven't seen that recipe, go into my Facebook page, Karen's Vegan Heaven, and check the recipe out and see if you can make it for yourself. I've got the picture posted. Oh, it's an awesome recipe. It tastes so good. And Erlene's posted stuff up there. She posted some recipe again today. She makes a lot of things too. She took a recipe that she found and she made it into the quick cooker, which was not an Instant Pot recipe, but she turned it into it. So you could do that. You can turn any recipe that you find into the cooker. There probably some adjustments have to be made, I would suppose. I would know the first thing about that, adjusting it. But that's awesome that she can do that. She's got the know-how for that. You know, she does a lot of cooking because she's got a husband and a son to cook for. I've just got myself, so I don't do as much as she does. I mean, I fix myself some breakfast, toast or what have you, and I eat some lunch. I come on here, and that's about all I can do because I'm by myself. I wouldn't fix what she fixes because it would never get eaten, unless I take it for potluck. And I think a lot of the stuff that she makes, she takes for the potluck at church. So therefore, it does get eaten, like her cake. Those people that are following her on Facebook, she had made a cake for her birthday, which was Sabbath, and took it to church, and she only had about 1 piece left. That cake looked absolutely delicious. It was a vegan cake. Oh, it looks so good. Man. She had done a cheesecake, a vegan cheesecake this morning, and she found it on YouTube, and I have yet to make it. But it's a cream cheese, but you do not put cream cheese in it. Use cashews. So I want to try to make that. I want to try to make that on here, and she put it in the quick cooker. So that's awesome that you could make that cheesecake, and you don't have to use the cream cheese. Use cashews instead. You have to soak them, of course. That's what she did. But I want to try to make that. She sent it to me on my iMessage, and I'm going to have to go and save that. No quick cooker? Oh, okay. You just put it in the oven. because I didn't know how you did it. You just baked it in the oven. Oh, blender and freezer. Oh, that's even better. That is even better, a blender and freezer. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that's, oh, no bake. That's awesome, Erlene. That's wonderful. It's a lady that's in here that I'm talking to. That's awesome. A free in the Vitamix and then put it in the freezer. I like that idea. I'll have to try that. And use cashews. I buy a lot of cashews. The store I shop at has cashews. That's awesome. Although there is a cheesecake that Quick Cooker does have that you can make in the Quick Cooker. So I can make that too. But somebody wanted me yesterday, they asked if I would make a cheesecake. I can do that. I can make a cheesecake in here. I can make it in the Quick Cooker. I'd have to get my cream cheese out ahead of time. But people want to see that made in the Quick Cooker. I can make it. It's a strawberry cheesecake. You buy the strawberries and, you know, slice them up and add sugar, I think, to them, puree them or whatever in a food processor or whatever. That's good too. But that's even better, Erlene. Much better. In the blender and freezer. I've never seen one like that. That's awesome. And the recipe looks simple enough. I can't remember all the ingredients, but it was cashews and maple syrup, you know. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you found it, Erlene, that you sent it to me because I want to try it myself. Anything like that that's simple, especially, it's vanilla extract. Especially this time of year when it's hot outside. Who wants to run your oven, you know, or your stove for that matter, and be cooking over your stove when you don't have to? So that's ideal. Put it in your blender and put it in the freezer. Awesome. Man. And lemon juice. Everything that I have in my cupboard. I checked the recipe out and I have everything it calls for. So I'm going to have to try to make that. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know how long you freeze it up for because I haven't seen that part of it. But, oh, that is awesome. You have to freeze it overnight because that is so awesome to make that. Because, I mean, I could still make it for in here and just show it how. Oh, that's why you like. Oh, that's right. You've made it before, you said. I can make it in here and just have to freeze it after I get off of Periscope because I can show you how it's made then. That's awesome because everybody knows that her and I have the Vitamix blender. You could do so much with the Vitamix blender. Oh, not sure you'll check it? Okay. Probably several hours, I would think. Me, I'd probably leave mine in there overnight so I would make sure it was frozen enough. Oh, you never made it before? Oh, I thought you had. Well, that's okay. Well, see, you're going to find out for the first time then. It's basically trial and error. So you're going to find out right along with everybody else how long it takes to freeze it. I would say several hours, but who knows? Who am I to say? I don't know. Did the instructions say it all? Sometimes they tell you, sometimes they don't. And when they don't, you're kind of blind. You really don't know what to do. But knowing me, I'd probably make it and sit it in the freezer and leave it in there till the next morning. You know, it'd be good and done that way. I still got bananas I froze up yesterday because I want to make some more ice cream again today. After I get off of here, I'm going to make me some ice cream and sit down and eat it because it's hot outside. I love the chocolate ice cream. If anybody hasn't seen that chocolate ice cream that I made on the other day in my food processor, check it out. Check it out because I made it with carob powder. It doesn't take much carob, but I made it and I love it. I'm going to make it again because it is so good. It just takes a little bit of almond milk, a little bit of vanilla extract. I think about 2 tablespoons of carob powder and 2 bananas is all it takes. Oh, you got that right. Absolutely, Erlene. Oh, my goodness, yes. In hot weather, I'm down with that, I'll tell you. Or I'm up with that. Absolutely, I'll tell you. Oh, my goodness. Yes, because anything cold this time of year, I'll eat anything cold. I don't like eating hot stuff. Although the soup, I didn't mind it because it was so good. And when Erlene texted me earlier, she says, well, when was I going to scope? And I says, well, I was still getting my lunch yet. I had just put it in the quick cooker and hadn't come to pressure yet. So I had to wait for it to come to pressure cook. And then it was only 4 minutes, but I wanted to, dish it out and then eat it. Suck on some ice cubes, my daughter says. Yeah, you can do that too. Although, I have heard that that's not the best thing to do either. They say you really shouldn't be sucking on ice cubes. I have to do some research on it, but I have heard that that's not good for you either. So I would just rather get some cold water or some ice cream or whatever. Now my daughter's got my grandkids that they love ice cream, so she can take the ice cream maker from Pampered Chef and she can make ice cream for the boys and they love it. I mean, she doesn't have a food processor, but she could probably buy one and make the ice cream in the food processor. Yeah, you can't really ice cubes are not good to suck on. Yeah, yeah, that early, no points on the Weight Watchers. You're right. Sucking on ice cubes, no points. You know, and it's funny. I told my daughter this morning. I says I've been seeing recipes on Pinterest for Weight Watchers, specifically for Weight Watchers, and it tells you how many points there are before you make it. Oh, that's right. My daughter's got a tooth that's really bothering her. If she eats anything cold or anything real hot, it just drives her nuts. And she can't get in until the 1st of July to get it done. She has to get it filled, I think. It's really bothering her. So she'd love to have ice cream right now. And I know how that is. Been there, done that one. You know, but even if I had a toothache, I think I would still make ice cream anyway. It might make it feel better. You never know. But on a hot day like this, because I'm a senior citizen, the ice cream is going to be so freaking good. And I'm going to fix me some again. I might even make mango ice cream instead of chocolate this time. I've got some frozen mangoes in the freezer. I may get a few of them out and put that. I'll make the same recipe, but I'm going to have to kind of adjust the mangoes because I don't know exactly how many mangoes to use. Oh, so you love ice cold stuff? Oh, yeah. But you know, this time of year, it tastes so much better. Ice cold stuff is a lot better than a lot of hot. You know, I wouldn't have had to have the soup. I could have fixed something cold. But I wanted the soup because I liked it. I thought it was really good. And I had the half of the, I can't even think what it is, the vegetable now, the sweet potato. Sweet potato, I had half of the sweet potato left, and I wanted to use that before it went bad on me, which it wasn't anywhere close, but I wanted to get it used in case I forgot it. So I thought, well, I might as well make that soup, get that sweet potato out of the refrigerator, and just make it. And just make the soup and put it in there. So that's what I did. So I got that used up. But, you know, vegetable soup like that is a good way to use your fruit, your vegetables up. You know, I used a little bit of corn up, and you know, I used my sweet potato up, and used a whole another box of broth. I only it calls for 5 cups of broth, but I only used 4 because the box is 4. It made plenty. I just had a little bit of juice left. That's all I had. It made plenty. It filled my bowl up, and I had plenty. So I didn't have to make any more. So for me, it's ideal. But I have a lot of fun making my own foods, learning how to make different things. Like I said, trial and error with everything, especially if you're making something for the first time, like Erlene with that cheesecake. No-bake cheesecake, making it for the first time. You know, it's going to be trial and error because she's not sure exactly how long to have it in the freezer. But that sounds good to me. Well, actually, the quick cooker is no-bake as well. You just make it in the quick cooker, and there's no baking to it. It sets up in the quick cooker. Go figure, huh? You could put a cake in there, too. You can proof bread in it, which means you get it to the point of dough, and then you put it in the oven. It won't bake it for you. It won't bake a loaf of bread. They haven't gotten that technical yet, but it does so many things, and it does everything so much quicker than you can think. You know, I turned my quick cooker on, went and sat down, was watching, doing something on my iPad, and watching something on YouTube, and before I know it, my timer went off of my quick cooker. I hadn't sat down very long at all. I thought, oh my goodness, that thing is done already. Now I can eat it. So that's how fast it is. Of course, I sauteed everything or seared everything. So when you sear like that, it's already hot on the bottom. You add your broth. It's already hot to start with. 2 or 3 hours. That's awesome, Erlene. Are you going to take that to potluck for Sabbath, or are you guys going to eat it yourself? Because it probably be good enough for you guys to eat. I think that's awesome that you don't have to buy cream cheese, because there's only one store here that I know of that sells the cream cheese. Oh, it's for you. Oh, awesome. You're going to have to let me know how it tastes, Erlene. I intend to make that too. I'll probably try to make that in here. Oh, don't potluck until July. Now, do they suggest that you soak your cashews first, like overnight? Because I need to do that. Oh, it's an air fryer. Well, it could be similar to an air fryer, but it's a pressure cooker because it's electric. It has pressure built up into it, and it builds up pressure, and then you have to release the pressure. It's got steam just like your regular pressure cookers on the stove. I used to have a Presto pressure cooker, the stove kind. Okay. Oh, Ron thinks it is. Oh, it's not an air fryer though. Ron doesn't know what he's talking about. So I think if I take and soak them overnight, Earlene, that should be suffice. Or maybe you can soak them for a few hours. I don't know what's best to do. I know you said you put boiling water on yours, but I suppose soaking them for a few hours would probably be best. Does the instructions tell you how long to soak them, or does it tell you to soak them at all? Because I know sometimes it's probably better if you do soak them. You put it in the quick cooker springform pan. Is that the one that you used? The springform pan for the quick cooker? Because I know that's a 7-inch. Is that what it calls for? Oh no, okay, because I've got an 8, 9, and 10-inch springform pan I bought at Walmart. Which size do you use? Your other one. What size is it? Is that an 8-inch or a 9-inch? Because I have all three. I have an 8 and a 9 and a 10-inch springform pan that I bought in a set at Walmart because I wanted some bigger sizes in case I needed them. So would an 8-inch work all right? Because for me, probably would be fine. Don't have to be much bigger than an 8-inch, I wouldn't think. So I'm certainly going to try it though, and I think I'll soak my cashews overnight. I'm going to look that recipe up. I've got it on my iPhone, but I think I'm going to look for it on YouTube and copy the recipe down and come in here and make it, because that's going to be awesome. I might even do that tomorrow maybe and save it for myself. That'd be awesome, you know, because I'm not going to be at my own church on Sabbath. I'll be at another church on Sabbath because my son's preaching, so I'll go over there and watch him preach. It's the ones you bought at Walmart. What size is it, Arlene? Is it an 8-inch or a 9-inch? Because it, like I said, I've got a set of 3 that come in a package, 8, 9, and 10-inch. 8-inch would be probably the best. 9 and 10 would be huge. So I couldn't probably get a 9 and a 10-inch in my freezer. It's so loaded. So I suppose the 8-inch would probably be the best. That's the next size up from the one in the quick cooker. That's only 7. So I think an 8-inch probably would work. Oh, it's big, so the cake wasn't very thick. Okay. Well, if I use the 8-inch, if I use my 8-inch, there's probably really going to be a thick one then. Oh, depending on how thick you want it, I think I would use the 8-inch. The 8-inch is going to make it probably pretty thick. So that's what, you know. Yeah, because I think the bigger the pan, you know, the less thick it would be. It's just going to be bigger around for you. It's going to be, you know, I would like to have it. I think my 8-inch, like I said, the 8-inch should work. I've got an 8, 9, and a 10. Haven't used it yet, but I think I'll try it in the 8-inch. I'm going to go on YouTube this afternoon and copy that recipe down. Let me get some water. Copy that recipe down and then make that in here. Now I won't have to post it up on my vegan page because you already did. Couple of hours. Oh, okay. All right, that's what I thought. So what I can do is when I get up tomorrow morning, because I get up so early in the morning, before I walk the dogs, I can get the cashews out and put them in a bowl and soak them. They'll be soaked long enough before I come in here, because you don't come in the afternoon, so they'll be soaked quite a few hours. So it's almost like overnight anyway, almost. So that would be ideal. So I'm going to do that. That's what I normally do before, what I've done before when I've had to make anything with cashews and they want to soak them. I says, well, I'll just get up and soak them. Put them in a bowl or something, soak them when I first get up, and they'll be soaking several hours anyway, you know, because I don't come in here till about 1:30, you know. I want to come on a little earlier, but you know how time can get away from me. But I come in early enough anyway. I want to get off here before it starts getting real hot, because by 3 o'clock, they said between 3 and 7 is when it's really going to get the hottest. And I'm certainly not going to be standing here talking when it's that hot. Oh, you're putting fresh fruit on yours later? Awesome. Awesome. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome to those that are just coming in. Here's my jello. It's trying to set up here on the counter, believe it or not. It's got, if you want to know what this is, that's orange. There's oranges in it. And how it's setting up is with this agar powder. This helps it to set up. This is a vegetable gelatin. And I bought that at Amazon. This is actually, look at it jiggling. It's actually setting up in here on the counter. Can you imagine? That's not even in the refrigerator and it's setting up. That's what agar does. As it cools, it sets up. That's what I like about it. I don't even have to put it in the refrigerator yet, and it's already setting up. Of course, I want it cold to eat it. But, so, yes, this is a grape jello. And I will tell you what it has in it. I used 1 cup of grape juice. Because you can use your own fruit juice that you want. It took 1 cup of water, 3/4 teaspoon of agar powder, and I gotta see how much sugar it was. Let me see. And a 1/4 cup of sugar. They say white sugar, but I don't use white sugar. I use cane sugar. That's just 4 ingredients. You cook it on the stove. Once it boils, you let it boil for 2 minutes. Take it off the stove, pour it into your container. And that's what agar does. You can see it's starting to set up. Agar does that. As it cools, it thickens. It sets it up. See, it's setting up. See, it's not going anywhere. It's already gelled up. It sets up. And plus, I want it cold, so I have to put it in the refrigerator. But isn't that awesome? That's what agar is. So good. So if you guys can find agar, get it from Amazon or maybe Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. And my daughter doesn't have a Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, I don't think, where she's at. But you can get it at Amazon. It's not real expensive. This is what you look for. Agar powder. And one of these bags will last you a long time. My daughter could make this for the family. I'm sure they would eat it. You know, she just gets some fruit juice. And, oh, you do have a Whole Foods? Okay, good. But get yourself some fruit juice, whether you have apple juice or orange juice or whatever you want to make your own jello. And take this recipe and make it. You're going to really like it because it tastes just like the jello in the store, even better. And you can put fruit in it. Any fruit. I'm sure the boys would eat it. They would love it. You know, you and your brother ate a lot of jello growing up. So you know what jello tastes like. But there again, I bought the box jello. I didn't know any different. Now that I know that it's not good for you, I'm going to make my own jello. And it was a while back that I found this vegan jello. And I said, oh, man, I'm going to make this. But look how nice this looks. Grape jello with oranges in it. It's already setting up because of the agar. This is awesome. And I know it's going to taste good. Absolutely marvelous, as I love jello. And, you know, the last time I had the jello, it tasted just as good as what you buy in the store, even better. It sat up just like in the store, and it was so good. Very good. I didn't have to worry about the pig stuff, the bones and all that. Because you look at the jello you buy in the store. It's got pig stuff in it. It's got animals products in it. Bones and stuff. You want that? You want to eat that stuff? I don't. Ugh. I don't want to eat that stuff. So it's best to make your own. This is healthy. This is vegan. No animal products involved. Because anything I make in here, I have no animal products whatsoever. I stay away from them. Those poor animals don't deserve it, you know. But I stay away from those animal products. You know, I'm not telling anybody else that they can't have animal products if they want, because that's not me. But I'm not going to have animal products. So I didn't make my jello with animal products. Yeah, we did. We did for years. Yes, we did. Your dad loved jello, and I made a lot of it, put fruit cocktail and that stuff in it. We never knew it. No, we did not know. We were never told. I never looked at the ingredients on the box. That was the thing. When I was growing up, when I was younger and cooking, I never looked at the ingredients on the packaging to see what was in it. And the thing of it is, I'm very diligent now, and I look at the ingredients. Now that I know that there are products out there that are harmful, I'm going to look on the packaging every time. I'm not going to take chances because I want to know what I'm putting in my mouth before I put it in there. I'm not about to put something in my mouth that's going to harm me. So that's what we all have to do. Take the time to look at the ingredients on the packaging and see what's in it. Make sure it doesn't have a chemical in there like the carrageenan, your high fructose corn syrup, your propylene glycol, and some of these other chemicals that you do not know the components of. Do we really know the components of any of those chemicals? We really don't. You don't know where the chemicals came from or nothing. So it's best to make it yourself. That way you know what you're putting in your mouth before you put it in there. Now when I go to eat this, I know what I'm eating. I know what I'm having when I'm putting it in my mouth before I even touch it. Because I've made it by hand. I made it with love. With my own two hands. That's what it is. You make everything with love with your own two hands. And I enjoy doing this. I enjoy coming in here and sharing with you because it is so much fun, because I'm learning right along with you. I make mistakes, of course. A lot of the stuff don't come out as good as they should. That's okay. That's trial and error. But at least I'm learning. I'm learning just like you are. And we all need to learn from each other. That's what we do. You learn from each other. I think I'm going to go ahead and get off now because I've got to wash these dishes. It's going to start getting hotter out there, and I don't want to be in here. I've got to wash a few dishes, and I'm going to sit down and start looking for more recipes. I'll try to find that one that Erlene sent me, and I'll make that tomorrow. Because you can make it in the Vitamix and then put it in the freezer. That'll be awesome. That'll be so easy to put on. And I can even buy some, maybe go to the store tomorrow, maybe put a strawberry puree or something, get a bag of strawberries and put a little sugar or something in it. Oh, I will. And slice them up and puree them. That would be awesome. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to make this the final shot. But I hope your day goes, your night goes blessed. And in the meantime, before we oh, okay, Erlene, I will. I'm going to look for that on YouTube and I'm going to watch it. Thank you for letting me know. But I hope everybody's night has a blessed one. And until we meet again, take care. God bless. I'm not sure if it's a summer cheesecake or not. Xanthan. Yes, I do use xanthan gum. Some of the recipes I have, most of the recipes I've made doesn't call for xanthan gum, but yes, I do have it. Walmart sells it. Yes, we can use that too. And it's another thickening. But when it comes to this jello, you have to use agar, because this is a gelatin. This is a vegetable gelatin. You have to use a gelatin to do this. But it came out nice, as you can see. But anyway, until we meet again, take care. God bless. Love you all, and bye-bye.